So much of the world today, we live down in the city and you can't just let your kids go explore. Kids need to do that. Boys need to go on adventures and just explore. And that was one of the things we first noticed about Tamarack, is it just felt so safe. I love it up here. I just think it's so peaceful and beautiful. And whenever we come up, it just feels so nice to get away from the city. And we love that we can come up here, we pull up and they hop out and they're on an adventure. They're down at the creek creating a fort and they're on a hike, and we like to go down to the lake and the kids just have inflatables that they float on. They love to just hang out at the lake, and that's what kids need. They need to be able to have that sense of adventure, be able to explore and have that independence in the outdoors, and we love that Tamarack offers that. Well, we always knew we wanted to adopt, and one day saw Bowen's picture and instantly just fell in love. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. It was as if I knew that he was meant to be our son. So that kind of got the ball rolling, and we all went to Serbia and adopted him and brought him home at 18 months, so he's been home 5 years now. In the orphanage, they didn't know what to do with him, so they put him in the infant room even though he was 18 months old, and
left him in a crib.
Left him in a crib all day by himself. So when he came home, he didn't know how to chew food, he didn't know how to move, he couldn't roll over, sit up, he didn't know how to speak. So Bowen is 6 years old, he's going to be 7 in October, and he is doing great. I mean, from going from 18 months and not being able to do anything when we first brought him home, he's now skiing, he's swimming, he goes to school in a regular classroom, he drives his wheelchair around. So yeah, Bowen just does what regular kids do, what typical developing kids do. He just figures out a way to do it himself.
He's the happiest kid I've ever seen.
He's just very inspiring, and we've even had people that we haven't ever even met come up to us, and when they said when their kids are complaining and whining, they'll look at him and say, what would Bowen do? Because he just pushes through and he's happy and he's a good example. Oh, a positive attitude is everything.
Yeah.
I think that's why he can do so much, because he just finds joy in the process and even in the littlest of things. And you look at a child who was halfway across the world in an orphanage, abandoned, with no arms and no legs, and you see what he's accomplished in those 5 years, and I have no doubt in my mind that everything is possible.
We are the Toomey family.
And we've been part of the Tam Fam since 2015.